Hey, what's going on guys? ExxotikGaming here, back with another brand new Pixel Gun 3D weapon review. If you guys remember just earlier today, I posted my CASANOVA review, and I said if I get enough support on that video, I'd post another weapon review in the same day. I'm happy to say you guys absolutely destroyed it. Thank you so much for your support, and here we are with the Romeo and the Juliet review. Now this is one of the best melee weapons currently available in Pixel Gun 3D. So I'm hoping to get as good of gameplay in this video as in many of my other melee reviews. So, if you guys are excited for this video, make sure to slam that like button, although please don't break your screen. I'm not responsible for any damages you do to your phone or your tablet. But anyways, guys, this was easily the most requested weapon review I've had in a very long time, and I'm super excited to be doing it for you all today. So, let's jump right into this video. Going into the armory section first and looking at the design of these weapons here, they look very, very cool. They almost look like they're alive because there's a heart in the center of the dagger and there's like veins coming up through the blades, and they look very, very good. I'm going to actually sit on this screen for a while because if you look on the left-hand side of the screen, I'd have to say the animation in the shop menu of your character holding these weapons is the coolest I have seen out of any weapon in Pixel Gun 3D. The Romeo and the Juliet has an efficiency of 22, which I personally think is an understatement. I'd probably put it upwards of a 25 efficiency. It has a 95 attack, which is one of the faster attacks out of melee weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, and a 120 mobility. It also has the poison effect, which is not too commonly seen out of the weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, and that greatly helps with the matches that you go into. But the best thing about the Romeo and the Juliet is not any of that. It's the fact that these weapons are purchasable by coins. Out of all of the weapons in this most recent update, the only ones you can get with coins are the Love Spell and the Romeo and the Juliet. And that's great because all the people that are watching this video have a chance of getting the Romeo and the Juliet completely for free. As long as they play the game enough and collect enough coins, they are able to get the Romeo and the Juliet, and that is the greatest thing ever. Most of the guns in Pixel Gun 3D, most of the melee weapons in Pixel Gun 3D are weapons where, you know, they're really, really good, but the problem is you can really only get them from actual gems and paying real money in the game. And that kind of sucks because a lot of people really can't afford to get a lot of the weapons, so having a weapon as good as these ones are, actually being able to get by just coins is fantastic. Now these weapons usually are going to be a 2-shot headshot to a max armored player, and that's great. I do have to say it is some of the better gameplay you can get out of a melee weapon in Pixel Gun 3D. I still can't say if these are the absolute greatest melee weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, but I'd have to say with the way the gameplay is and the fact that they're purchasable by coins, I'd have to say it's very similar to the laser bouncer. If you guys remember, the laser bouncer is another one of those weapons that you can get with coins, and the gameplay is some of the greatest you can get out of a special weapon in Pixel Gun 3D. So I'd have to say they're pretty similar in that respect, and I mean, even if you're encountering people with the smart bullet bazooka, they really don't stand a chance against you. You're just able to take them out very, very easily, and Coliseum is probably one of the best maps for that. Out of all the maps in Pixel Gun 3D, you want to stay in either Coliseum, Silent School, or Pool Party. You can go into Knife Party, but then again, you're going to encounter a lot of people that are using the Storm Hammer and other weapons like that. And truthfully, as crazy as this sounds, I almost feel like it's better to stay into matches where people actually have different weapons where you can actually use your melee weapon. I feel like I get worse gameplay using this in Knife Party than in Coliseum. It's weird, it doesn't really sound like it would make sense, but that's kind of how it is with me for some odd reason. You guys can see though, I am just destroying everybody in this server. Very, very easy kills. I mean, it's just great, and I love these weapons because of that. You can get some really nice monster kills using these weapons. Mechs don't stand a chance. I mean, it's wonderful. I love these things so much, and I have very, very little complaints I can say about them. They're just fantastic melee weapons that will get you some great gameplay, and I gotta say, ReallySoft has definitely released some pretty powerful weapons in this update. They have gone on a pretty good streak of not really releasing any crazy weapons over the past couple of updates, but I guess they couldn't contain themselves, so they released like 3 or 4 really, really powerful weapons from this update, which I guess is okay. I mean, I wouldn't really say these things are overpowered. At least from what I've seen so far, I wouldn't consider these things overpowered just because since they are melee weapons, you can really only use these in close range. Now, say these things were like the laser spear, where they had range, yeah, these things would be definitely overpowered. But for right now, they're just very solid melee weapons that'll get you some great gameplay, some of the best you can get for a melee weapon in Pixel Gun 3D. Now, I don't know if I'm going to leave this match and go into something different. This is one of those few matches where I'm actually able to encounter a max armored player on my iOS device, so I'm probably going to keep this. For some reason, my leagues actually decreased a lot when I updated my game on my iPhone, so I'm unfortunately encountering a lot of very low players, and I'm not actually able to encounter a lot of people that have max armor. But in this server, I actually am able to, so that's always good. And yeah, I mean, as you guys can see, even when I am encountering those people, I am having no difficulty at all just destroying every single person in this server. And I do want to say this, the gameplay that I get on my Android, where I do have like 3,000 trophies or whatever, and I do encounter the max armored players, I still am able to win pretty much a majority of the servers that I go into in places like Coliseum and stuff like that. As long as you're not encountering like 50 billion Ghost Lantern users, you're pretty much set when you're using these weapons. And I mean, as you guys can see, kills, kills, and more kills, and the scores you will get in those servers are just ridiculous. I've gotten like 48 kills in one server at one point, and I believe that was in a pool party server, and I was just really lucky encountering people so many times. I had a nice Fury kill streak, and it was ridiculous how many kills I had gotten in just a very short amount of time. I got the Slaughter kill streak, and hey, if you wanted to use a melee weapon and try to get the that special 50 kill streak, I forgot what it's called. These might be something you want to use because these are probably the best weapons you can use. There you go, there's a Fury kill streak using these weapons, and that's something you can get when you're using these, as long as you're a little careful, as long as you're trying to avoid the people that are using the Ghost Lanterns and the one-shot kills, and yeah, it's great. Demon Stone doesn't stand a chance against this. I easily was able to take, or no, hold on, that wasn't the Demon Stone. This was the Demon Stone, and still, easily able to take people out, and very, very few complaints I have about these melee weapons. There's 47 kills. I said I got 48 kills in a pool party match. There's 47 kills in a Coliseum match, and I'm going to leave this one just because there are less people in the server, and I want to go into a server where I can see, maybe I can get over 50 kills. I'm not entirely sure if that's possible, but we can try to see how many kills we can get. Let's go into another Coliseum server and see what type of gameplay we are going to get. Like I said though, always try to find those close range matches and always get those headshots when you're using these weapons. You never want to use these weapons and try to get body shots, because I mean, you guys can see that was a gold armored player right there, and just with gold armor, that guy was not a one-shot body shot. So always get the headshots, and that way you can get your best possible gameplay using these weapons. Once I die, I can switch over to special items that can increase your gameplay level. Like I said, sometimes on very rare occurrences, you're going to get those 3-shot headshots to a max armored player, but that's not very common. So what you can do is have the Great Samurai helmet equipped. You can have this one, where is it? The melee one. Increase your melee weapon damage, and that's going to almost guarantee you a 1 to 2-shot headshot every single time you encounter a player, especially the max armored players. It's just great. I love these things so much, and you gotta wear the appropriate gear to maximize your gameplay experience. Say you're in a map like Paradise Resort, you can use these weapons paired with other weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. You're obviously not going to be using these the entire length of a match, so what you can do is have this one paired with your Casanova, and with those two fantastic weapons paired together, you're pretty much invincible in a closer to a medium ranged map. It's great. So yeah, have those two weapons equipped, and you're going to get some of the greatest gameplay you can possibly get in Pixel Gun 3D without some of the ridiculously overpowered weapons. Invisible Guy really doesn't stand a chance. Nice easy kills for days. I'm going to be using these weapons a lot though, because I mean, I personally love the design of them. I love the way the character holds these weapons, and I'm going to be using these a lot off camera. I mean, out of the weapons from this update, I really like a majority of them, so I have to say, for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to probably be using these almost every single time I go into a match just for fun off camera, especially on my Android. I'm probably going to be, I'm going to be playing a lot on my iPhone in recent time, just so I can actually level up a bit in League, so I can actually encounter a lot of adamant armored players for my next couple of videos. But if I was on my Android, yeah, I'd be using the same thing. I have both the same weapons on my Android, and yeah, great weapon, guys. So I mean, I don't really have much else I need to say about these awesome weapons right here. If I was to give this weapon between a 1 and a 10 rating, I wouldn't give it an absolute 10, because I feel like there could be another melee weapon that may just be slightly better, but I'd give this thing like a 9.8 out of 10. This is something you definitely want to get. Definitely get these with the coins that you have, and if you're a coin-only player in Pixel Gun 3D, well, you can use this weapon. you can use your laser bouncer, you can use your love spell, and you are pretty much set in Pixel Gun 3D. You will have very, very good weapons, and you don't even need to use something like the Ghost Lantern. You don't need to spend ridiculous amounts of gems to get something like the anti-hero rifle. You can use something like this in a close range map and still get as good of gameplay as you would get with the anti-hero rifle in a medium to a long range map. So yeah, guys, no real complaints with the Romeo and the Juliets. Great weapons, and all I'm saying is I'm happy these things do not have an area damage like some of the other melee weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, because if you can imagine that, well, it would be a little bit outrageous. You can always see that that poison effect does work pretty well. I don't know if I just got a little triple, I'm filling up the kill feed. It's just all me. It's something you're gonna have happen when you're using these weapons, but poison effect is great. You can definitely use that to your fullest advantage when you're using these weapons, and I mean, great guys, great weapons. I absolutely love them. So yeah, like I said, I don't really have much else I need to say. My reviews with these weapons are kind of shorter than usual, just because, like I said, I don't really have any negative things I can say about the weapons. It's odd because, like I said, I usually always get to say some things that I don't like about the weapons, but I mean, if there's really anything that I could nitpick about this, maybe it would just be the way that the character's holding them. I just feel like they can make it look a little bit better, but then again, I mean, it looks perfectly fine. I'm not really too worried about that, and I'm pretty sure everybody that is watching this is the same way. They're just happy to have a very, very good coin-purchasable melee weapon that just really does its job as one of the best melee weapons currently available in Pixel Gun 3D. I don't know, would you guys want me to do like a Romeo and Juliet versus Nunchucks video? Or would you want me to do like a Romeo and Juliet versus maybe the Storm Hammer or the Candy Baton or something like that? I don't really know. Just comment down below what you would like to exactly see for a comparison video between this, because I want to see if this is the best melee weapon in Pixel Gun 3D. For right now, I only have 10% battery remaining. I'm going to go for like maybe 2-3 more minutes. I don't want my phone to die, obviously. That would not be good, but I'm finished for this review, guys. Just enjoy these awesome last couple of kills, and I'll just say my outro here, I guess. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video so far. I got 48 points, and I got a grand total of 41 kills. So think about it. I've gotten like almost 100 kills. I will have, by the end of this, gotten over 100 kills in a little over 12 minutes, which is just absolutely ridiculous when you think about it. So, I mean, kills are a very common thing to have happen with this weapon. But, yeah, overall, guys, fantastic weapon. Get this thing, and you're going to get the greatest melee gameplay you will ever find in Pixel Gun 3D. I really hope you guys did enjoy this gameplay. I saw there were some comments in my CASANOVA review. People were a little annoyed that I was encountering very low-level players, so I'm hoping now that I'm in a match like this, I see a level 19, a level 23 player. It's a little bit better than the last match that I was in, or the last video that I was in, so I'm trying. I'm going to have to do a lot of gameplay off camera, guys, and then I will be able to level up in leagues. And hey, I mean, you can just use this thing to level up in leagues, and you're pretty much set. You can just use this in Coliseum over and over and over again, and you're pretty much guaranteed to level up really fast in leagues. I might do another special video. Actually, I might be doing something special in the near future regarding this, and I'm not going to really give you too much details, but just expect a relatively fast, like, special tutorial video coming up relatively soon. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like. I would really appreciate it a lot. If you did, it would mean the world to me. And but let me know if you want to see more just regular reviews on Pixel Gun 3D. Like I said in the beginning, make sure to comment down below which weapon you want to see me review next, because whatever weapon gets the most amount of comments will be the one that I review next. Did I actually talk about that in the beginning? I don't remember. I don't actually think I did tell you to comment down below, so I'll probably have an annotation or something like that just reminding you guys. But yeah, just comment down below what you want to see me review next. The ones that I have not reviewed yet were the Love Spell, the Nunchucks. I've not reviewed the Double Dragon, and that's basically it for this update. There's the Last Kiss, but then again, I already reviewed that several years ago, and then I reviewed the Laser Spear and the other one, the CASANOVA, already. So check those reviews out if you have not done so already. I'll link them all down below in the description for easy access. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If this is the first video you are watching on my channel, I'd appreciate it a lot if you subscribed for more Pixel Gun content. And can we get a monster kill? Here we go. That was an ultra kill, I think, and god dang it, let's go get one last monster kill. You know, that's not something you're going to hear me say every day. Usually I just say, can we get one last kill? But I'm actually going to say, can we get one last monster kill, because that's actually something we can do. Monster kills, pretty easy to have happen when you're using this thing. There's another kill, And there's another guy right over here. Can we get our monster kill? There's a slaughter. Ultra kill and our monster kill. Like I said, easy, easy. That's what happens. I mean, it doesn't help that that guy has the combat knife. He probably actually has something else equipped, but it just shows up as the combat knife. There are certain weapons in Pixel Gun 3D for some odd reason that just don't show up on your screen, and they show up as either the pixel gun or the combat knife, so that's a little odd, but I'm just going off on these people here. Holy moly! Can I get some ridiculous kill streak? Can I get the best kill streak ever for a review? I've probably already gotten my best kill streak with this right here, but there we go. We finally died, so yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode.